Yeah, it goes late nights on the road. Yeah, that's just how it goes. Yeah,
Guys, welcome back to another episode of One Step at a Time with your host, the Ocean Flight 111, heading straight to full potential with zero delays. Guys, how's your day going out there? Where are you listening? Where are you listening? Are you in Croatia? Are you in Carolina, South Carolina? Maybe you're at the equator and you said, let's listen to the One Step at a Time podcast. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. The possibilities are limitless. Guys, currently reporting here from a sunny evening. Very sunny evening. Been kind of battling with a cold, unfortunately. My God, guys. I had such a damn cold. Oh my God, it just hit me out of nowhere. I was out on a Saturday night dancing and whatnot, which was mad because we're going to get into a few bits today. We're going to cover some like lighthearted topics. What I'm going to do is kind of just update everyone of my last couple of weeks. That might happen a lot just because I have a cold. But I'm going to update everyone just on my last couple of, what I've been up to a couple of weeks, and then we'll get into today's topic. Today's topic is going to be just about taking risks and how we can take small risks every day to further ourselves. And also just funny stories of taking risks. Because I'd like to take the odd risk now and again. Was the risk worth the reward? Dun, dun, dun. So, I haven't done a solo dolo podcast since Croatia, which is a couple weeks now. Damn, yeah, when I got back to Croatia, it was a nice wake-up call. I like to think when you visit other countries, it's a good wake-up call. It puts a bit of life into you, refreshes the perspectives and angles from which we are looking at and developing our picture of life. So yeah, I got back from Croatia after that wonderful time. And one of the biggest things was, why am I not going to the gym? So I thought to myself when I was over there, I was like, man, why haven't I been going to the gym? Like, what's the actual reason? And I was like, there is no reason. There's literally no reason. For those of you who don't know, I did a little gym. Let me get relaxed. Guys, let me get relaxed here. All right, there's the Sean Connery accent. Why Sean Connery? I don't know. Yeah, so I started gym originally there last winter. Me, Finn Costello, aka Double P Master, and Ty Costello, we started the gym, and it was great. It was really, I suppose, it was a little nerve-wracking now, I won't lie, the first time we went in, because you're jumping in the deep end of something you've never done before. And I'd be lying to you. Maybe sometimes because of like the energy you give off or the persona of the Ocean Flight. You might not think I get nervous. I get nervous. I'm just very good at masking the nerves. But yeah, I get very nervous sometimes. Only if something means something to me is when I get nervous. But anyhow, we started gym there last winter, and yeah, I remember going in for the first time, and it was a small enough gym too. It was a small enough gym. So it was very compact, and you kind of you'd be doing some fucking dumbbells, and you're low key breathing on somebody. Great gym though, because we had a sauna, swimming pool, cold swim place, and a steam room. I think it was like €40, which is incredible value, guys. 40 beans for that. Aye. Good value. Yeah, it was good value. You don't get that value everywhere, I'll tell you that much, guys. But so that was really good. And yeah, we were doing gym. Let me just double check. This is recording. Yeah, it's recording. Just wanted to double check. So we were doing gym. That went well. And then when I relocated, I didn't go back to gym. And I was doing some traveling back and forth and whatnot. And I didn't go back to gym. So fast forward to Croatia. When I went to Croatia, I just had a realization. I was like, wow, I need to go back to the gym. So I've been doing that consistently. You see there. Come on. It's only a little growth. We're getting there though. But yeah, my biggest thing with the gym is the eating. Yeah, trying to get the eating on point. Cause low key there, when I lived in Spain, wow, my eating was probably the worst it ever been. I seen a video from when I was doing my cold plunges every day. Sorry guys, I need to get some water. As I said, I have a cold. I gave you a heads up, didn't I? I let you, didn't I? One sec. Appreciate you guys allow me to do that. Yeah, I seen a video from when I was in Spain, when I was living in Spain. And I was so thin. Like unhealthy thin. And I knew I was thin at the time, but it's only when you see these back in hindsight, you see a video or a picture of yourself, you realize you're like, whoa, I did not look healthy. And I didn't feel healthy at the time either. Now, saying that, I was jogging regularly, but geez, it's not good to be jogging if you're not eating well. It's kind of a contradiction, I would say. A catch-22. Alrighty then. I don't know where that one came out of, guys. I don't think I'll ever do that again. Anyways, we're back. Yeah, we had a little intermission there. But, yeah. So I seen a video back there when I was in Spain and I didn't look too healthy. And I've always wanted to put on some weight. I've always wanted to have a bit of muscle. Just to feel strong, to look good and feel good. Because I definitely look good these days, like there's no doubt about it. I've been fucking 120% in my skin routine. For anyone that's known me a long time knows I've had my battles with my skin and acne and stuff. But the last 3 months now, I've really kept on top of it. Good skin routine, plenty ishka, and really just kept on top of it. So if anyone's going through problems there, or anyone's out there having problems with acne, I feel for you. Been there. You can figure it out. I believe in you. Definitely is possible. And I know I went for so long with my acne problems. I was like, bruh, is this ever going to leave me? But you figure it out. It's a puzzle. The body is a puzzle. It's a puzzle. Many puzzles within the temple. So, back to the gym and doing the gym of late, as I was saying, just feeling that strength. Because, I feel I'm a strong person, like both physically, mentally, and spiritually. But I forget sometimes then that I don't have that physical strength. It's like sometimes I'll be like, yeah, I'm an animal. And then look in the mirror and go, oh, that didn't make sense. So, yeah, trying to put on some muscle. Like, I'm not trying to be Ernie out here, Ernie Swartz, but definitely trying to put on some muscle, feel good, look good, smell good. So yeah, back in the gym consistently, very consistently. And back from my injury. Guys, I'm back jogging. Only light, take in mind, only light. But I'm back jogging, which is fucking class. If I'm quite honest with you, it really is. It means a lot to me. Guys, it really means a lot to me. You know how much I love jogging. I really do love jogging. So yeah, I'm back jogging, which is phenomenal. In the gym, apart from this week now, where whatever, I think it was like Covey Wovey dose 12.3 from fucking God knows where. That came again. Jesus, it wiped me for a good couple of days. So yeah, been in the gym, been eating, trying to consistently keep on that. Staying fresh. A lot of work with Excel. We've took on a good few new clients. Well, kind of clients within the one ecosystem, I would say. I might just elaborate on a little bit more of what we do with Excel. So we're like content. Our side of the company does like content marketing. Where we help build social media pages across the board for different artists and whatnot, different successful artists. Very blessed. It's a great job. So yeah, that's been going well. Been going well on that. And yeah, just coming into summer now, and wow, summer. Damn, I do love summer. I'm actually, guys, if anyone listening to this, you're the first one I know. I'm going getting a sun tattoo. I wanted to get it for a good while. I think it was like 2 years now. I've kind of wanted to get it, and I've been iffing and on. But there's this really nice tattoo place. Pardon me. There's this really nice tattoo place in Sitges, where I lived for a while. And I found it, me, Nathan, and this girl called Emma. Shout out Emma. Great dancer. She was visiting Sitges for the day. She was getting a tattoo, and she brought us to this tattoo parlor. Lovely lady. I couldn't tell you the name of it, but I'll get the name of it. And I was thinking of going back there to get the sun tattoo, because Sitges will always have a special place in my heart for sure. I think that's where I learned to become the next true version of myself. If I'm quite honest with you, because yeah, I learned so many lessons, so many lessons in Sitges. But yeah, that's just kind of a little update. I'm going to visit some family next week. That's class. I love my family, guys. I really do. If you have a family and they're not dickheads, I'm sure you feel blessed too. And even if they are dickheads, hey, it's good to have a family, man. A lot of people don't have a family. A lot of people don't and would love one. I'm very blessed with my family. They're good uns. Yeah, it's a mad one. It's a mad one. Getting to the age, I guess, where I'm knowing more people who are losing members of their family and whatnot. But hey, we'll keep it up high frequency for this episode. As I did say, guys, I was on my Instagram and I was like, bruh, I'm keeping the energy higher on this one, because all the last ones have been like super deep. I don't know what the short form content's going to be like this one, but hey, it'll be a high frequency listen, guarantee on that. Shout out Kendrick Lamar, shout out Drake. What's happening there, guys? What's happening there? Yeah, shout out the rap beef, man. I might actually touch on that just for the crack at the end. But yeah, I'm just going to tell you some funny stories today. It's not going to be too in depth. I'm just going to tell you about some funny risks I've taken that they make for good stories, I guess. So get the popcorn, guys. Get the popcorn. Man, just even zero. That's like, that accent's like my accents. This accent I'm doing is like a mixture between Sean Connery and Jesse Ventura. Yeah, I don't know if anyone knows who that is. He's like this fucking slash senator slash fucking wrestler slash actor. He was in Predator by Ernie Swartz. One of my favorite movies of all time. Predator. Love Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. Anyone doesn't know, my favorite movies are 80s action movies. Sorry, guys. My favorite movies are 80s action movies. Probably my favorite genre. And Ernie Swartz, yeah. Big fan of the Ernie Swartz movies. But some funny stories about taking risks, eh? Oh, here we go. So, guys, it was 2 years ago, and I was working, I was doing security at music festivals. So I'd worked previously at music festivals doing like different types of jobs. I worked at a food truck. That was great crack. Me and Finn did that. And then 2 years ago, I needed some extra moolah, so I was like, right, let me do a couple of these festivals for some moolah. You know, it's handiwork. You don't really do anything. Well, you do stuff I didn't. We'll get into that. Anyone could do them. The barrier for getting in to do the security work is a very, very low barrier. But anyhow, where are we? I digress. So, a lad put me on to this security company. And we won't mention the security company for obvious reasons. The name of the company was... Oh, no, JK. I ain't gonna tell you. So anyways, actually, we better give it a name, though. What do we call the company? Helix. I don't know where I pulled that out. Don't know, don't care. Helix. So I done some previous work for Helix, and when I mean previous work, I dropped them a text, and sure fucking they said, how many hours do you want, or what do you want to work? Lovely people. And I don't feel bad about this either, because I didn't, no harm, no foul. So anyhow, went to a festival. It was the All Together Now festival, and I'd previously worked this festival doing other stuff, selling vodka or something, or not vodka, some other stuff. We'll get into it later. And I was working it again, and this time security. I got down there the Thursday night, and I'm just going to tell the whole story because it's fucking worth telling. Right. So I got the bus down, was waiting for the bus for about 2 hours from Botanic Gardens. And that's where the bus was picking us up, Botanic Gardens. And this bus was about 2 hours late. Fucking hell. This was on the Thursday. And I was waiting, got a coffee. Coffee was like $4.50. I was like, what the fuck? $4.50 for a coffee? Aye. Anyways, I was waiting with a big bag. It took me 3 hours to get up to Dublin, because I had to come up from Sligo. So, the year is 2022. The ocean flight is outside the Botanic Gardens. I'm not chatting about myself there first. It was outside the Botanic Gardens. Big bag of stuff with me, right? A tent, looking like a gobshite, feeling like a gobshite, waiting for this bus to bring us down. Didn't see anyone else waiting for the bus down, because this bus was organised by the security company. And, well, you meet great people doing these types of jobs, and you really do. Lovely people. You also meet an absolute ton of absolute gobshites. Like, just barrels, down the barrels of earth. They creep up like gremlins and take these jobs, and fucking hell, I was beside them. Anyhow, 2 hours waiting for the bus. Eventually, a bus pulls up, right? This is in Dublin, outside Botanic Gardens. A double-decker, right? An old double-decker. A Dublin bus. Used to be a Dublin bus. And it was going to bring us down to Waterford. I get on the bus anyways with about fucking 20 other gremlins. And we're waiting there anyways for an hour. An hour and a half. That's about 3.5 hours altogether now. And then he says, right, we're going to go to the Red Cow. You're going to get off there, switch bus, and they'll bring you down to the festival altogether now down in Waterford. Great festival. Long story short, we get down there. The bus journey was a headache. I was eating my bananas, drinking my water, minding my own business, but fucking hell, headache. Anyways, that's okay. Get down to the festival. For anyone who doesn't know, there's a little village outside the grounds of where All Together Festival is. So they're dropping us off there, and I'm kind of looking around, don't know anyone, don't really know what to do. And I started chatting to the bus driver. His name was Barry. And Barry's sound. And I was like, what are you going at, Barry, now? And he's like, I go back to Dublin now in a little while and pick up another load. But I'm going down to the pub here if you want to come down. Just me and the other bus drivers. So I was like, Barry, I'll come down with you to the pub. So my original plan was to go down to the pub with the other bus drivers and just chill, chat to them for a half an hour. We get down anyways. And I charge my phone and I have a Coke because I'm not drinking. It's Thursday. It's about 3:30 in the day, maybe around that at this point. And Barry's like, do you want a pint, Martin? I'll buy you a pint. And I was like, well, Barry, I will have a pint. Go on. So he gets me a pint of Heineken. And a couple of the other bus drivers, they were chilling there too, and I think a couple were staying the night, so they were drinking, and then a couple had to go back for another load. So that was 3:00, right? Throughout the day, the pub gets a bit busier, and Barry keeps buying me pints. Context: about a mile away from the ground of the festival in the village, I ditched all the other lads, people of the security group, went down the pub with the bus drivers, and now was down here. And now it's about 7:00. I'm about 5 pints deep. I'm a lightweight, and I'm tipsy. So me, Barry, and all the other bus drivers are out in the smoking area, chain smoking, drinking pints. And I think Barry had to leave, so he left because he had to go back because he wasn't drinking. He was also a big gambler and really loved gambling. Shout out Barry, man. Good dude. And I was left with all the other bus drivers. So, so I just stayed there drinking with them as they just continued to drink, buy me pints. And because my whole goal of going to the festival was to make money, not spend money, I was like, am I buying pints for people? Anyways, 9 pints deep, I'd say at that point, I started buying the lads' pints, as you do, like, nice gesture to buy them back, even though they didn't really care. And remember chatting to one dude, Ronnie was his name, and Ronnie was one of the bus drivers, and Ronnie was wearing a Canadian tuxedo, and he was decked out anyways, and we were just chatting about like rock and roll. Because I like a bit of rock and roll. Like, I don't know much rock and roll, but I do like some rock and roll. Getting into heavy metal a little too at the moment. And I'm asking him questions, and he's seen he's seen everyone. He's seen Bon Jovi, AC/DC, who else? Iron Maiden, Metallica, like every band, he's seen them. And we're back and forth, and he's telling me mad stories. And to be honest, I can't remember half the shit. And I'm chain smoking here over and over, my throat's sore. And it gets to about 10:30, and I'm like, Ron, I gotta go. I gotta get to the festival. Set up my tent, because I didn't set up my tent. My bag and my tent was in one of the bus drivers' bus. So it was 10:30. I was fucking pissed. And I had to get to the grounds and set up my tent. So I was like, guys, I'm going to have to leave you. And so I did. I give them a handshake, thank them for the lovely day in the pub, and off I went. So I walk out the pub, and I'm dushed. Oh my God, I'm dushed. And I get my bag and my tent, and I have to go up to one of the guys that does the security, one of the head guys, and I ask him, can I get a lift into the grounds? And this guy, wasn't gone on this guy now, to be honest with you. He wasn't very nice. But then again, in retrospect, he might have noticed I was drunk. Awareness. Oh, God. So, hope I don't get pain in my shirt here. So, come out the pub, have my stuff, and just for context, this was a meeting point. So they were driving other people for security into the grounds. But it was 10:30. They were done at this point. So anyways, I go up to them, and it was in my bag. Try to act as sober as I can. And I can't act sober when I'm drunk because I'm just too smiley. I'm a naturally smiley person, but like when I'm drunk, my eyes go down, like so I can barely see out, and I just smile. So I was trying to act professional, sober, sophisticated, and I go, sorry lads, is there any chance I get a lift into the grounds? They look at me anyways, and then they're like, yeah, get in the fucking car. So I got in the car, trying to act sober. Get in the car. They drive me to the grounds, and boy, that 1 mile trip felt long. Felt a lot longer than it was, I'll tell you that much. Get to the grounds, I say thank you. And then I have the mission of setting up this tent. I can't set up a tent on a good day. Never mind when I'm 9 pints deep. Hadn't eaten. So important. Hadn't eaten either. So, wow. Yeah, try set up this tent. Oh my God, I did not set up this tent well. It was just about standing. Before you're listening there and going, man, setting up a tent is not that hard. Well, guys, it is when you're 9 pints deep, okay? It is. So, trying to set up this bloody tent, and I set it up just about, and I get in it and I just fall asleep. Wake up then, that was at about 11:30 maybe by the time I had set it up, got to sleep. Thursday night. Wake up at about 8 o'clock in the morning, sun beaming in the tent. Someone kicking my fucking tent. I'm like, what is going on? I'm dying of thirst, dehydrated. The sun is beaming on me. I'm hungover and someone's kicking my tent. I'm like, what dickhead is kicking my tent? I put my head out the window, like my whole entire face just like swollen, gasping for air and dehydrated. I'm like, what the fuck's happening? He's like, you have to move your tent. You have the tent in your own spot. I'm like, what are you on about? You have to move your tent. This is where the caravans go. Turns out I put my tent right where all the caravans were going. Now, I wasn't the only one who did this. Other people did. So before you start taking the piss and say, stupid, other people were doing it too, guys. Does that make it less stupid? I don't know. So yeah. Oh, gotta take off. So, that happens. I get up, dying. I grab my tent and I just pull it with all my stuff to the other side of the campsite. This is where all the employees were. And I throw it to the side, stick one of the holders up or whatever, and I just fuck it. I'll come back to that later. I go down anyway to the register place, and everyone's registering and whatnot, and where we have to work for the day. And I get my babe, and again, not really chatting to anyone. Was super hungover. But now, where did I meet her? Now, this is an important part of the story. So I gotta try to remember, where did I meet her? Was she... I can't remember. Oh! Important. So, context. Going to sign up for register, there was another girl who was also working the festival. Oh, we gotta make up a name for... What's her name? Sunita. That's a nice name. Sunita. Sunita is a lovely girl. Shout out Sunita, man. She was a little intimidating. Like, she had, like, strong masculine side to her. I'd say that. Sunita. So, lovely girl, though. Then again, I think that was just her defense mechanism, too, at the same time. Because she was such a sweet girl. Once you kind of, like, what? Broke down the barriers. We all got them, guys. We all got them. So, Sunita was also working the festival. She was the only one person I knew. Anyways, that Friday, they put me out in the field, and I stood in this field for, no joke, 10 hours, doing nothing. Absolute nothing. I didn't have my phone. There was no charge, no music. And to be honest, it was quite relaxing. I dropped my pen. It was quite relaxing not having a phone, being in a field for 10 hours straight. Couple of things did happen, but, well, they're kind of serious, so I'll leave that for another day, because I promised you high frequency. So, basically stood there for 10 hours doing nothing for the most part. and did my day. And what I was supposed to be doing was directing like random cars. There'd be about a car every 2 hours and 21 minutes and 10 seconds. That was random, but yeah, I don't know. You get what I mean? Barely any work. That day, that evening, I meet up with Sanita, and she's like, "How was your day?" And I was like, "Ah, man, it was grand. I didn't have to do anything, but it was just boring." I was like, "How about yours?" And she was like, "Oh, I just walked off and stood beside a bin and didn't do anything." I was like, "Oh yeah?" She's like, "Yeah, I just kind of like gently walked off and no one said anything and just came back and signed in." So, guys, I seen an opportunity. I was like, "Did you?" So the next day, I was like, "How do you do this?" She was like, "Just follow my lead. Just sign in and just walk off. Walk off." So I was like, I don't know. So she did it anyways. She signed in and just gently walked off. Because where the register was for all the people doing security, also not great if your security are walking off. Guys, you got to be careful with who you hire over there, right? You're hiring security to secure, okay? The opposite of my intentions. I was trying to leave everything not secure and fuck off. So Sunita would go up to the register tent, sign in with her name, get her bib, and gently walk off. Well, I followed suit and copied and passed it. Signed in, got my high vis, and gently walked off. And then me and her stood beside a bin, manning the bin, and just chatted for the whole weekend. I think I might have drove her a little insane though, because I don't think I'd been outside the house in a while, so I was just like hitting her with these mad concepts. I was like, "So, Sunita, why do you think this is with the universe? And what is the reason people do this?" Poor girl. I think she got sick of it at the end. But she liked me, yeah. We have a good old connection. Singer. But we did that for the whole weekend. Now, I told you I was going to tell the whole story because it's worth telling. So we did that for the whole weekend. Got paid, maybe 400 or 500 euro to do nothing. Like literally, we didn't do anything. We just stood beside a bin and just repeated that over the weekend and then go enjoy the festival. So I did that for the All Together festival now. And I was like, wait a second. EP is coming up. I've never been to EP at that time. I always wanted to go to EP. You see people going around start of September and you'd be like, EP, let's your picnic. And you put up their stories on Instagram and you'd be like pure jelly because you're sitting at home. You know the feel. So I was like, I'm going to do this for Electric Picnic. And boy, that's what I did. Oh, I won't skip. Let me bring it back because it's another important aspect of the story. After All Together now, the same crack was supposed to get a bus up back to Dublin. Simple. Bus from Waterford to Dublin. Anyways, I found the bus early. I went back into the village, seen our bus, which was a coach. Context, this is the festival. It's over now. This is the Monday morning of All Together now. Festival, I did no work at it, but got paid. And seen our bus, hopped on the bus, was only myself. Grand. This is about 1 o'clock in the day. Grand. I'm on the bus. It's a rainy day. It's all Gucci. Gonna sleep. Get back to Dublin. Get home. Well, was I wrong? So, I get on the coach anyways. And it's only me and this bus driver. And he wasn't as cool as the other bus drivers. He didn't really have that swag like my boy Ronnie or Barry. Shout out the legends. We're waiting there for about an hour goes past. I have a nap. Wake up 2 hours later. We haven't moved out the village. And I'm like, why haven't we moved? Anyways, eventually, a couple other girls get on the bus, and they ring the other group, and whatever happens through communication, the bus driver realizes he has to go into the festival because he thought he didn't. So he has to go into the festival. So we start trying to go to the festival, but he can't find the entrance. And this guy is driving a 40, 50, whatever a coach is. And he's driving it down country roads and he's getting stuck and the girls are yelling at him. And he's trying to not lose it. He's just trying to act as relaxed. Eventually, I got on the bus at 1 o'clock. Eventually, 5 fucking o'clock, we get into the grounds of the festival. And then we have to pick up the gremlins. Dun, dun, dun. So we pick up the gremlins, and there's about 40 of them, and they get on the bus, and they're the poor people. They and also, I'm not being mean by calling them gremlins, right? Low key, I'm not being mean. I'm being honest there. I'll tell you that for a fact. They get on the bus, and they weren't happy, and they had good reason not to be happy because they were waiting in the rain for about 5 hours. And they get on, and they didn't smell too good, I'll put it that way, because of the rain and whatnot. And they get on the bus, and oh my God, they just won't shut up. They just won't let it go. They're cursing, they're blind and arguing back and forth. And I'm like, who are these people? It's like, what's going on here? And one's arguing with the other. I'm like, we're on the bus. What? We can't do anything else. We're going back. The whole bus journey back, anyways, it was tough. It was one moment in the bus journey back. I thought to myself, what on earth did I do to get myself in this situation? Maybe it was karma. Maybe it was karma for not doing any work that weekend that I was dealt these cards. But that was by far one of the longest bus journeys ever. About 4.5 hours. Got back into Dublin around 9. Oh, wow. A long journey. So anyways, that bit was important just because, wow. Anyways, we fast forward to EP. I said to this other girl I know, I'm like, look, I can get you a free ticket for the festival EP and you won't have to work and you'll get paid. Well, that's an enticing offer to anyone, isn't it? And she said, how do you do this? And I was like, I give her the details of, I forgot what I named the company. Whatever the company I named it there. You can go back a couple minutes to get, what was it? Felix? Felix? Oh yeah, we'll call it Felix. Jeez. Sorry, guys. That's what happens when you make up names. Fucking hell. I'm only one man. Anyways, so she's like, sound. I was like, dope. Would you bring us down and I'll get us in? She's like, yeah, deal. So we go down and she's a little bit skeptical of my plan. I'm like, look, all you got to do is follow my lead. Just follow my lead. I've done this before. I'd only done it once, but once consecutively over a weekend. So anyhow, we get to Electric Picnic. We get the car. So exciting. Never been to Electric Picnic. And we set up I forgot my tent because I couldn't find it. Shout out Thou Lad. Thou Lad had put it in the attic. It was in the attic all along. But anyways, I had to get a tent on the way. It had no blankets or nothing. But sure, look. We set up our tents in the workers' area of Electric Picnic. And I'm telling her, this is how you do it, right? Just follow my lead. And that's exactly what we did. We went up to the sign in there, signed in when everyone was signed in, and gently walked away. And here's something important. We didn't put our tents in the specific area for our company. And that was important. I had some friends who did that, and I was like, nah, you're too close to the crime. You can't be that close to the crime. So, so I specifically and strategically had placed our tents a good bit away in another area of workers. That way, there was a divide. There was a space, you know. So, we go in there the Friday, sign in, and gently walk away. And the girl's like to me, it can't be that easy. And I'm like, hey, you play it right, life is easy. No, I didn't say that, but that would have been fucking funny, wouldn't it, if I said that? So, yeah, she went off, did whatever for her thing with her friends, and I think I went off and just seen some good artists. Actually, we went and got iced coffee. That's what we did. That was good crack. And we walked around the festival. And this other girl, shout out her. And I seen some great artists. Seen some Moncrief. Shout out Moncrief. Seen him next week. Seen Picture This. Tim Pala. Dermot was there. Mr. Kennedy. Ton of techno. Hey, shout out my friend Liam. I was at his gang, so we were like at a whole lot of techno. I was very grateful for the experience, but I wasn't drinking or I was smoking rollies, but I wasn't doing any drugs or drinking, so I didn't really maybe feel the highest extent. But shout out my friend Liam for bringing me to that and let me hang around with his gang. Good group of love that dude, man. Shout out Liam, great lad. Hope you're doing well, Liam. But yeah, I wasn't drinking or doing anything, but I returned in the evening to sign in. The other girl didn't. Well, no, she did the first day, but after that she didn't. Anyways, I repeated that for the 3 days. I would go, I would sign in early. It was like 8 or 9 o'clock, so you had to be up early. Guys, there was a level of discipline of it, okay? It wasn't as easy as it sounds. Went in 8, 9, signed in, slowly waited for the gang of people, and then walked away. And I go off enjoying the festival. Now, in hindsight, if you were drinking or participating in some other activities, guys, I said I wouldn't wink. I winked again. Gotta stop that. Anyway, if you're participating in other activities, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, you know what I mean. I don't have to say it. The sniff, the snuff, whatever the kids call it these days. Anyways, so yeah, repeated that. And then the Sunday, I did my usual. It was a Sunday evening. It was the last night. And I signed it out. And one guy said to me, hey, where were you working today? I don't remember seeing you. And I was like, oh no, shit, I'm about to get caught. And the adrenaline started pumping. And the whole festival, I was like, oh man, why did you put yourself in this situation? Oh, this is such a stupid situation to put yourself. And I was like, wait, hold up a second now. I remember seeing one of the names of where one of the groups was working. I actually mentally noted it. I was like, that's probably good information to have if I'm ever asked where was I working. So I remembered it, didn't react, turned around and I was like, oh, hey man, I was down so and so. And he was like, I don't remember seeing you. And I was like, I was down there, man. And he was like, right. He walked off and I signed out. I signed out. I went and enjoyed the rest of Electric Picnic. And boy, did I have a good time. I really did. Yeah. Great weekend. Phenomenal weekend. Highly recommend enjoying EP. Maybe not doing what I did. And again, I do not condone this behavior. Okay? I do not condone or stand by this behavior. Okay? Alright? So, No incriminating going along apart from mentioning the festivals. I'm gonna have to listen back and make sure. Yeah. But that was, taking the risk of the music festivals. Yeah, great. Absolutely phenomenal. Oh, probably the most important. Got paid €750, I think. I think it was €750. Which, that's probably an important aspect. But, you see, guys, the way I did it, and hey, I was gentle, swift, didn't build any rapport with anyone. Wasn't trying to, be mean. No, you could easily listen back and say, hey, man, that's not very nice. Guys, come on now. Chop. Nice about taking risks, eh? No foul, no harm. Am I right? So yeah. That was my weekend at Electric Picnic. Doing fuck all, having a good time, getting paid. Well, guys, really, that's a motto for life if you think about it. Nah, chuck off. You want to work hard. But yeah, that was my Electric Picnic story of that. How are we doing for time? Oh, we're on the 46th minute. We're on the good time. Yeah. Risks. Yeah. I guess you have to choose and pick what risks you take in life, guys. Because everyone has to take risks at some point, be they small or big. You're just jumping out of your comfort zone. And I think it's something that you have to just push yourself into at the beginning, and you get better at taking risks, and you get better at taking calculated risks. So obviously that's a funny story about the festival and whatnot, and but it may be more of a productive way, taking risks in terms of jumping out of your comfort zone and what you learn from experiences. And because you can learn a lot. And sometimes, guys, risks will bite you on the behind. And that's not very good. But that's part and parcel of positioning yourself to take a risk and affording it to go well or go bad. Because, risks don't always pay off in everything in life with, from so many stuff with music to moving new houses I might jump into it more. I know. I wanted to keep this on just the high fives and the good laugh and whatnot. But, I hope you enjoyed the stories and whatnot. Plans, maybe just want to finish this episode with just another little few updates. So, where am I at now, guys? I'll delve into some more as we go forward, but I'll keep it a buck. Definitely dealing with some curvy worries. Yeah, definitely dealing with some curvy worries and some hurricanes and tornadoes. But I make promises. I made a promise to myself of the person I am. And that person remains calm, zen, level-headed and focused, even when my life may get super shaky. And those lives around me may get super shaky. And that's something I try to live by as best I can. And I'm not perfect. But I really try to live by the mantra of remaining level-headed when everything is telling me not to. Everything is forcing me not to be level-headed, to remain level-headed. Because that's how you make your clearest decisions. So, we'll probably get into that over the next couple of weeks. Currently looking outside here, guys, and wow, what an evening! It's so sunny. Couple other things, I met some very cool people. Met some very cool people over the last while. So we'll see how that goes. And what comes from that, what opportunities and what experiences. And try not to overthink when you meet people, you know. Try not to overthink, just taking it. Is he going to say it? Is he going to say it? One step at a time. I said yeah, trying to, pardon the pun, but yeah, take things slow and not overthink when you meet someone. Cool. But yeah, that's kind of bringing us to conclusion. Going to start marathon training, I'm thinking June. So yeah, next month, a few more trips to the old physio. And I think I'll start my training then in June, all going well. Because my leg's feeling good. Ooh, that was a big crack. Tight, my glutes definitely still tight. I'm not doing mad runs, still just very short runs. Just getting my body back to like used to it. But I am jogging, and that's the most important underlying factor. I'm back jogging. Winning. Hashtag winning. Yeah. But I kind of don't want to leave. I'll keep it a buck too. It was very difficult to do today's episode on a high vibe. But we did it nonetheless. And yeah, I hope you smiled, because as I said, this was a very like just fun personal listen, and you know, the real ones, I think I'll listen to it and enjoy it and smile and bring a bit of a light. It's always important that we try our best to bring light to the world. As best we can, guys. As best we can. Hey, I know more than anything. It's tough. It's not easy. It's not easy when you live in a country that rains all the time. Why does it rain all the time? This is such a stupid episode. Right, come on. I better let you go. Oh, did we make it to the hour mark? We're on 52 minutes. That's a nice rate. That's a nice rate. But guys, if you can, take risks. They won't always pay off, but it's important that you take risks in life. Because the reward can be everything you ever wanted. And you need to take risks in order to jump outside of your comfort zone. That's very important. Super, super important, guys. You need to take risks in order to escape the comfort zone and enjoy the fruits that are out there. But yeah. Guys, I've been your host, the Ocean Flight 111, heading straight to full potential with Sarah Liz. And this has been another episode of the One Step at a Time podcast. Guys, don't have a good day. Have a great day. Lots of love. God bless. Bye-bye.
Yeah, it goes late nights on the road. Yeah, that's just how it goes. Yeah, that's just how it goes these days. I'ma try my best to make this